What is up, crypto world? Uh, Hourly chart. I want to take a look at some fib levels here on the hourly and see where we're headed here. Looks like we might get a little bit more of a retracement. I thought if we got down below 10.2, thought we'd go toward 9,800. And I'm going to show you what I'm looking at on the fib side of the world, so we can kind of see some of these levels that I'm talking about. So let's jump into some Fibonacci retracements. All right, got the hourly chart up here, Bitcoin versus the dollar on the 60-minute chart, Bitstamp. Um, this red dotted line is just a trend line from back when, but I'm blowing up here just to show the most recent. Uh, ADX right now down here, the black line measuring the trend strength here on the hourly. It's definitely getting a little bit of strength for the bears as we're moving into a downtrend. So where are we headed? Let me start here on the low back here on July 17th. We had that low of 90.49. And then we started to move to the upside here. But what I want to look at is the 38.2% level is what I would call a shallow fib. It's just a shallow retracement to where if this holds, it should continue the trend to the upside. If it breaks, the 61.8% level is the next level to watch. But here down here, we didn't have a lot of momentum, so it kind of held at this level. So these are the kind of levels I'm going to be looking at here. So we started here at 90.49, went up to 99.93, came down here and held this 38.2%. And then since it broke, this next level held support here before it took off. So these are the kind of levels that I want to take a look at. So if we get a Fibonacci and we start at this low here and work our way up to the next high there, you can see the 38.2% level at 10.2 was holding here at support, and you know continue. So what it does is it kind of retraces back into the shallow area, and then it continues the trend to the upside. Now, if this would have broke, the 61.8% level would be the area that I was looking, but it held, and the momentum wasn't really strong for the bears at the time, so we were continuing to the trend upwards. So let's delete that. Let's pull up the next one on this low here, and working its way up to this point. Now here's we got all the levels going on here. We worked the way to the upside. Here's the shallow fib. Momentum was starting to build for the bears down here. Uh, Kind of crushed down to the 61.8%, found some support and kind of broke. But then we started to get some momentum for the bears, and this is where they started to take over a little bit. So they broke this 10.4. We did get a little bit of trading in here, a little consolidation, but then it worked down. So once you broke the 61.8% level, the full retracement would be the area to watch for. So as we just started testing today, just a few hours ago, we were testing this 10.1, or this full retracement off of this level. So this is kind of our last line of defense here for support. But with the bears still having a little bit of control, we still could go a little bit more to the downside. So let's delete this one, and let's go in the other direction. Now we got going this way. As you can see, we start here at the 11.1, work our way down to the 10.3, work our way up here. We're at the 38.2% going the other direction, and it's holding, and the bears are still holding with a trend momentum. So you're working to the downside. So let's delete that one, and let's start with where we're at today. And we start on this high and work our way down to the low we've seen so far is right there. And the 38.2% level is at 10,294. And we're just kind of hovering right around that point at the moment. But with the bears still in control of trend, I think we could be heading a little bit more to the downside. So let's look at a little bit more longer term picture. Since we started, working our way to the downside here, let's take the Fibonacci of this whole level here. This 30 this Let me extend this out so you can see it a little better. Uh, You start down here at the low, go to this high. The 38.2% level is right here at 10.3. It came down and touched here, bounced, touched again, and it broke. And we had a little bit of a support and resistance flip right here. So you're finding some selling interest here now. So that's why I'm thinking that since this busted to the downside, we're in this little area consolidation, but I think we can work our way back down to the 61.8% level, which is right around that 9,800 that I was talking about. If we broke down this area, this would be the area that I'm looking for at 98.41. So with that, just like we did over here, you come down and you break a 38.2%. The 61.8% level is the next level to watch. So that's where I think we're headed, down here to that 98.41. Unless we get this last line of defense here, which we're going to have to start losing some momentum on the bears here. It is starting to level off, but it's still in an area where it's got a little bit of push to it. So um, I bought right in here. This was my buy zone that I put out the other day. I bought a little bit here, but my next level, I want to add to it at 98.41, unless we start getting some major movement on some internal momentum. And if that's the case, then I'm going to wait for a full retracement back down to 9,000. But right now, this 9,800 or 98.41 is going to be the level to watch. So um, I hope you guys got something out of that. Just kind of comparing the shallow fibs to a little bit more of a full retrace, or a retracement to the 61.8% level, and then just like that one where it broke the 61.8% and did a full retracement to this point. That's what would happen here if we broke down this level and come all the way down. But right now we got a little bit of support going, a little bit of area consolidation, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 98.41 here in the next day. So that's where I'm at on this. Any questions, comments out there about Fibonacci levels? Any other time frames people are looking at? Throw them out in the comments. Find me on Twitter at FiboSwanny. DM me, or even put my name and tag me on something that you got out there. I'd love to take a look at it. I like to learn from each other and see what other people are looking at. So everybody, peace out and happy trading.